Hey guys, and welcome to episode 4 of Quest for the Best. Now, this episode will be just like episode 2 and 3, a gameplay based episode. We'll be trying and progressing our way through Division 4. In this episode, we will feature 3 games, I believe, and we are still rocking with the 4-3-3 hybrid squad that we built in the very first episodes of this series. And in the first game, we came up against this 4-1-2-1-2 BPL, so with Fabio Contrao as a left back, and we took the lead in the 5th minute already through a header from Lucha Gonzalez in the, from a corner kick. Then was Munian who tried and put in a low-driven cross, but he got indeed taken out by Rafael, and the ref decided to award me with a penalty. So Lucha Gonzalez stopped up for his second goal of the game, and he puts it up and down the middle, and of course he puts it away. This is a very useful tactic because no one is gonna dive up the first penalty of the game. So just put it down the middle and up. Try it out, see if it works for you, because you do need to get the timing right, and it will be very effective. So then in the 43rd minute, Adrian got ourselves the 3rd goal lasso of the game, and he put us 3-goal up. Then it was Mangala who got the 4th goal, picking up the ball from a corner kick, and a nice finish for a center back. Then the final goal of the game was also indeed from a corner kick, and it was Mangala again who made it 5-0, which was also the final score of the game. So a pretty comfortable victory in the end. It appears to be a pretty good opponent, with kind of a sweaty squad. Lots of pace, but it turned out to be a pretty easy game, and we are now safe of relegation back to Division 5. That is always good to know. Then it was Adrian after this game, who was indeed out of a contract, so we got the little tutorial help thingy, which I of course didn't need, because I'm experienced enough with Ultimate Team to know how to apply a contract to a player. And with Adrian back on one contract again, we jumped into the second match of this episode. We came up against Freaky number 1, who had a 4-2-2 BPL, so with Bent and Balotelli up front. So I was kind of worried about this game because Balotelli is just an absolute monster. But we kicked the game off with a low-driven cross by Munian, and Adrian puts his foot on the ball and puts it behind his keeper to make it 1-0 in the 4th minute already. Then was Joao Matinho who gave the ball off to Jeffran, little scooped in inside, gave it back to Adrian, who took the shot from the edge of the box, and I have no idea what his keeper was doing right there, but the only thing I know is he didn't save the shot, and that made it 2-0 in the 7th minute. Then still before the 10-minute mark, Jeffran made it a 3-0 after a good through ball by Gonzalez. I believe he was clear through on goal, and of course Jeffran is not gonna miss from there. So we watch a little replay of that because I think it was a pretty nice goal. Skipped it eventually, and after that my opponent already decided that he had had enough of the game, and he decided to rage quit. So in the end, it was pretty surprising to see that an opponent with this good of a squad rage quitted within the before the 10-minute mark. So that means we are now 3-0-0 in Division 4, and that means we also have 9 points. So if we win the next game, we are indeed promoted to the next division. We don't have the title yet, but we are sure of promotion. But after that match, I think it's something like 9 of my players were out of contract, so we picked up loads of gold contracts for 200 coins by now to make sure that we could play with the squad again. So, I did speed it up a bit because I thought it would be quite boring to watch me just buying contracts. But, that's also a part of Ultimate Team, of course, the club maintenance part, in which you need to buy contracts, you need to buy fitness cards and all that kind of jazz. And, of course, when you buy contracts, you must also apply them. So that's what I'm doing now. And as you can see, I think Danilo and Mangala were the only 2 players that didn't need a contract, if I'm correct. I didn't pay very much attention. I can't remember properly as well, but I think that was indeed the case. And when everyone was back on full contracts again, we decided to go into the 4th game of Division 4, and the 3rd game of this episode. We came up against this 4-4-2 Russian league side with Martins and MNEK up front, and we got the game started in the 5th minute as Flamini puts in a cross. His keeper rushed out, stupid mistake by him because we got an easy goal with Adrian. Then it was Adrian again on the ball, accelerating down the wing, doing a fake shot back outside, putting the ball to the far post. We got a header in, that got saved by the keeper, but the rebound was indeed for Lucho Gonzalez, who turns out to be quite the goal scorer for us, which of course is a good thing for a midfielder. But then it was Obafemi Martins just bursting through my defense. Danilo did get the ball off him, but Martin stole it back, and therefore he was clean through on goal, and of course he finished it off, and my keeper couldn't save that anymore, so he made it 2-1. Then it was Gonzalez here picking up the ball, waiting for him to put in a tackle so I could roulette around it, then flicks the ball up, with the triple flick the analog stick up, and he volleyed it from the edge of the box, and his keeper did get a hand on it, but he couldn't save it. Then it was Shiburakuf who gave the ball to McGeady, and McGeady finished it off to make it 3-2, so it was still kind of a close game. But it was Adrian a few minutes later who was clean through on his defense, and a really good finish, that is, across the keeper, and he made it 4-2, which was indeed also the final score of the game. So that means we are sure of promotion now to Division 3, and the first game of the next episode will decide whether we get the title or not, and we need to play an extra game. But we'll leave that for the next episode, because that's been it for this one. I would really appreciate it if you drop a like rating. 20 likes would really be appreciated, that just gives me motivation so much to see that we hit 20 likes on each episode so far. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and without further ado, I'll catch you guys in my next episode. So peace.